Hello Virgo, thank you so much for being here. My name is Carly and I am a psychic, intuitive, as well as Reiki practitioner. Thank you so much for those of you who have been here with me for a while. I have been on a little hiatus, just living life. Just living life. A lot of integrations, a lot of realizations, a lot of love, a lot of tears, a lot of human beingness, a lot of new things too. I'm like learning how to DJ and I've got my first gig soon in a few weeks, which is like a whole different thing. But yeah, thank you so much for your patience and grace. I love you. I appreciate you. I trust that you're doing well, and I'm just sending you big, big cosmic hugs right now. So, Virgo, we are going to get started and tuned into your December 2023 intuitive energy update. You know the drill. I will list everything below. And for anyone that's here for the first time, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm just in awe of you, and thank you for being here. All right, let's go ahead. This is the Chakra Oracle Insight deck. Virgo, December 2023. Why am I seeing a seahorse right off the bat? That is super first time I've ever seen that. That is like such a specific animal too. I haven't thought about a seahorse in like a couple of years. So seahorse could be, well, it could just be a validation that you're in the right place at the right time. Also getting singing with that. Singing could be very significant for you. Number 29, throat chakra. Number 20, responsibility, self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, and fulfillment. So this talks about our solar plexus. And number 22, heart chakra. Right off the bat, we've got some pretty strong and sturdy energy here. Bottom of the deck, you have number 4, home, shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. I feel like this vibration of home and especially of nurturing is going to be very beneficial for you in December for whatever it is that you are looking to express, wanting to express, or if you find yourself in a situation where it's kind of like one of those things where you feel like you have to express. I feel like this nurturing energy is going to be very beneficial with whatever it is that you have to express. And remember, expression can come through vocally and audibly. Expression can also come through in many ways that are not vocal and audible too, okay? Whichever format that is. Interesting. We are going to move ahead with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck here. Perfect. Wow. Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck for Virgo. Interesting. So the way I do readings, Virgo, some of you may know this if you've been here with me in the readings before. This is your first time. As a psychic intuitive, I am so thankful because my higher self and my guides work with me in a way where I'm able to see energy. They allow this light conscious, we co-create for light consciousness to come through me. And in this, the way I perceive energy in readings and just kind of more so everyday life, honestly, when I'm feeling really good, I'll be out walking in nature, I can see this as well. I see energy, I see colors mainly in readings, and I see more specifically a lot of white light energy, I would say. And so in readings, I'll get the cards, and then when I'm shuffling different decks, especially when it comes to the tarot deck, I will actually see white light energy for where that card needs to go under specific cards that have already fallen out, for example. And that's how I know that it correlates to that specific card in the reading, and then I'll start getting more downloads and more insights, and then my guides will pop in, different beings of light will come in, sometimes ancestors will also come in and then share more details. if it's pertaining in the highest good and in the most loving and accurate way. That is what comes through. So for these two cards, normally in readings, they don't really fall out underneath the chakra cards, which is why I'm like, that's interesting. And I'll show you why that's interesting momentarily. Actually, no, they're telling me to do it right now. Why it's interesting is because the throat chakra card, the number 29, oh my God. So I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck card too, and I was like, when I was shuffling, I saw that card in my mind's eye come up twice. And I was like, I feel like this card wants to come out. And then I was like, yeah, but if this card really wants to come out, it's going to show itself. So then I kept shuffling. And then that's when I got the synchronicity and just awe there, right? These moments like happen all the time, but I still love the feeling of awe whenever they come up, because the feeling never gets old for me. It's like when I'm consciously manifesting something, like a specific amount of money or like a specific message from someone, or if I just, like, I'm manifesting like a certain very specific thing in my workday, when it actually happens, not actually, because it does happen, it happens like a fair bit for me. When it happens, I'm like, oh, it's like always still a feeling of like, it's just so cool. Like, it never gets old for me. That feeling's never gonna get old for me. And so this feeling in synchronicity and readings, it's the same thing. It just, when it happens, I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen, but it's just cool when it happens. So number 29, a throat chakra. This card fell out directly beneath it, which shows me that, well, it didn't fall out directly beneath it, but white light energy is pointing like it wants to go here. So water guardian, which I was like, wow, that's beautiful, because both of them are blue. First off, throat chakra, hello expression. The next thing that I noticed is that this card is all about connecting with your emotions, which is like, your emotions are your expression. Your emotions are your expression. And it really is about expressing your emotions this month. White witch, be the light. The light is wisdom. Wisdom flows through us when we're really centered, when we're really aligned and in harmonics with ourselves, with creation, with the love. And then when we allow that to sink in, when we sink into that, when we are open to that, when we are in coherence with that, that is when all of these beautiful expressions start coming through, okay? I remember a few years back, I asked my guides, I said, what is the psychic muscle? Like, how do I grow my own ability to channel and just even psychic everyday, like, awareness? And they said, Carly, your psychic muscle is love. It is love. And the more that you love and the more that you practice this feeling of love that you get so purely and so openly and so beautifully within your heart, the more that this will express through you. And this is very much like the same type of message that they want to, and I want to share here with you as well, is that love is your psychic message, but also, and also in correlation also, is that love is just so much. Yes, it is a psychic muscle to connect to your loving guides, to your loving ancestors in ways of responsibility and integrity, right? And it's also like, it's just so much more. Like, love is just so good for us. It opens so many doors. It allows us to perceive and move through life in the most beautiful, rhythmic, and healthy ways for us, and for even those around us to witness and be in connection and in coherence of that too. It is strongly felt and strongly known. So it is, now I'm really seeing like throat chakra with the responsibility and heart chakra card here. It's really about you being responsible for where you're at in terms of emotions this month. And I like, honestly, Virgo, for you, I am feeling just more, I've done a few readings for a few different signs. I did Aries, Leo, Sag, and Taurus. And your reading does feel more like your expression this month. In whichever capacity that is, I'm just getting a big energetic imprint of like your expression. Like, it's my time to express this month is how your energy is feeling right now. But an expression from who it's like an expression from like the core and all of who you really are. Yeah, that's really what it feels like. Okay, Winter, take care of your needs, the bottom of the deck. This was a card that I was like, I could feel it. I saw it in my mind's eye twice, and I was like, if this card likes to make an entrance, then this card will make an entrance. And it did. So take care of your needs. So making sure that we're nourishing ourselves, of course, physical bodily needs, like we're getting enough sleep and all of that. We're drinking our water. Maybe we're meal prepping, anything and everything. All of that. Just going in now with the Vision Quest Tarot here just to get a few more cards for you, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Let me grab this card deck here. So I got out this book. I've been called to read a few passages from this book for the tarot cards, which I haven't done in a minute, but it's kind of nice. So right beside White Witch Be the Light, this card wanted to fall out right beside it in your reading, which tells me that it's correlating to White Witch Be the Light. So Son of Earth is all about, let me see, focus. Son of Earth is all about trust, serenity, being considerate, enjoyment, love of nature, endurance, earthiness, faithfulness, sometimes too inflexible. Inner message is complete ripeness. The fruits of internal and external labor are yielding a bountiful harvest. You are the beneficiary. Share this wealth with everyone. You will enjoy your success even more if you include others. Outward manifestation. Satisfied results are achieved. Your work is shaping up nicely. You have invested your energy in a worthwhile manner. It is all right to be proud of yourself for once. How else can one learn to appreciate what anyone has done? It is important to acknowledge yourself for a job well done. You have placed a seed into the ground and faithfully tended to it. Nature's power has allowed it to grow, and now you are harvesting a ripe fruit. This image does not pertain to the physical plane alone. Yes. I feel like there's more to that card, so I'm going to keep on going because I just feel like, yes, I feel like it's kind of pertaining to what I just read. I feel like, if anything, that last bit about this image does not pertain to the physical plane alone, I feel like that's more so resonating with you right now, Virgo. It just feels like you've been doing a lot of energetic work in different planes that are, yes, helping you in this plane. Yes, they are helping you in this plane. And that's where we're going to leave that right now. It's like you're actually, the image I'm getting is a school bus. It's like you're going into different planes of consciousness or different dimensions while you're sleeping, for example, as one example. Meditation could be another. Even just like really strongly induced relaxation could be another. But as you're going into these planes, it's like what you're experiencing may feel like learnings and teachings, like as if going to school, and you're taking those into this realm. I'm not really getting like a full clear reason on why, and I know that that's like, it's not for me to share that with you right now. It's for you to discover. Okay, next up you have Daughter of Water that fell out underneath the responsibility card. Whenever I see the Daughter of Water card, it tells me about balanced emotions. So again, this is really balancing your emotions this month and really allowing it's like your emotions have to be balanced in order for you to have this really harnessed self-expression, for you to really come from who you are and to really speak from a point and a center point of who you really are. And that's Oh, that's why that card was coming out. That's why this card is coming out, because it's like when you're doing that, when you're speaking from who you really are, that vibration emanates to those around you. So if you're speaking, for example, in a group with like 5 other colleagues, co-workers, friends, family members, and they're in your realm, they're feeling this. They're feeling this on that level where they may be feeling it physically through goosebumps, but they're also feeling it like energetically while being in your presence. And that's actually going to benefit them in their journey. So it's like, there's one of the reasons why you are so called this month to be in your self-expression and to be fully expressing is because there's others around you that are really, really needing key factors, like key beneficial factors in their own journeys, where it's like the way, like where you are at right now in your alignment, your energetics, the way you're able to like hold yourself, not like hold yourself, because that's got a little bit of resistance to it, but like the way that you're able to just be yourself and express yourself, for them to witness you in that is such a gift of like an energy exchange, essentially. And so that's yes, it is trust yourself, because it's like, if there's one other person that's meant to witness your gift, I got this from Daryl Anka. He shared this and he's like, if there's one person on this planet that's ready for your gift, why would you deny them? Why would you deny them that? Go out there and share it. And yes, that's a part of this reading for you. Someone's out there ready for your gift. Okay. Which is going to come through your own self-expression, aka you just being yourself. All right, 4 of Earth security and 8 of air interference fell out as well underneath the Daughter of Water card. So yeah, this just to me, it tells me more so about like maybe mental doubts and stuff of like, oh, like I don't know if I should express it in this way, or just it feels like doubts kind of about self in terms of just self-expression in general. Like, I know it sounds really vague, but it's just like, you know how like if you were gonna stand up, I don't know, like when we used to do like school presentations and stuff, or if you've ever stood up in front of a crowd or at like a wedding, or like where we stand up and we get like a little bit nervous because we're like, oh, like that little bit of stage fright, or that little bit of like, oh my gosh, everyone's watching me, or like whatever. Like, it's almost like this feeling of like, yeah, it's like there's a little bit of like like that kind of feeling, and then you're just like, meh, whatever, we're just gonna do it. So if anything, there's like a little bit of that like mental energy that could be present for you when you have to express this month, especially if it's like in a bigger setting. But it's so like, compared to your whole entire reading, it's so like minimal. Like you're more secure than you are experiencing the mental properties there of doubt or whatever comes through. Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention was that underneath heart chakra, you did get the 7 of water excess that fell out directly beneath it, which tells me that there was something that could have made you feel like you were hurt in the past, recent past. Yeah, and the other card that fell out, if I can pick it up, was 10 of fire oppression. I asked my guides if I can get more clarifiers for you guys on this as to what was hurting so much, and the only thing I got was something that had a lot of passion to it, something that you were really, like literally like just passionate about, like you were super hyped about it, you were super fired up about it. Could be in a relationship, could also be in work life is what I'm hearing too. They're not really giving me too many more details about that. Sometimes they do give me the go-ahead on like more really detailed things. And sometimes it's just more open, and there's different readings for it. Like sometimes it's literally because it's not meant to like be presented at this time and place right now, in the being, aka your journey, especially when it's like a collective reading like this as well. And sometimes it's just like, it's just not a part, I think, of the it's just not really like a part of the energetics of what's really needed in the moment right now. Or like there's just like different reasons, and sometimes there's reasons that I don't even know about, but it's just the trust that it's the trust, the integrity, and the relationship and respect that my guides and I have with each other, right? Yeah. And so it's like the same thing, like if you were sitting down with a friend and you like, like you kind of feel like they're going through something, and like they're not fully ready to open up and talk about it. It's kind of the same thing, kind of not. But like for example purposes, it's like if a friend's going through something and they're not fully ready to open up to it, we just have to trust that like if they are ready to open up to it, if they want to with us, they will in their own time. And if not, we trust that too, that serves a purpose, and that the friendship is always there, the love is always there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But in this, I feel like there was something, or what they're sharing with me is that there was something that had felt really hurt, especially like around your heart, and it could have been in a relationship or in work life. And it felt like there was a lot of passion behind this, a lot of oomph, a lot of fire energy about this. Like you were really fired up about it, you were really excited about it, you were really jived about it, you were just like really like feeling ready and uplifted about it. But then it felt very hurtful. Within that, there is a lot of lessons that come through that. There's a lot of integration that comes through that. There's a lot of even beauty that comes through that as well. There's a lot of beauty. We just have to sit in our stillness with this. We have to really sit in our stillness with this. We get to sit in our stillness with this because we are human beings, because we came here to this planet that's beautiful and bountiful and holds so much light and spectrum of knowledge for us to experience and allow different expressions of emotions in our lifetimes here. And when we pull back and we see it from that perspective on a soul level, it makes that easier for us to understand the dynamism in different situations, so that we are able to integrate what it is that we need to. And this integration, for a lot of you, Virgo, it's really, yes, you see this woman here sitting at what looks like a beautiful shrine, a beautiful sacred space, but really is shrine right word? That's the word that came through, so I'm going to trust it. Shrine, sacred space for you, Virgo, is for this month, it is internal for you. It is feeling and closing your eyes and seeing all of the beautiful majesty, seeing the beautiful colors within, seeing you sitting at the foot of your heart this month, at the foot of your being, at the seat of your soul this month. It's you going really within and like seeing and acknowledging yourself. It's you. I'm getting pointed white light energy over here to this home. I just forgot it said home. I said home of your heart, didn't I? It's you nurturing yourself. This is you showing up for yourself. This is you self-loving yourself. This is you. Goodness. Just love how it comes full circle. This is you taking care of your needs. This is you honoring yourself. This is you being responsible. This is just you connecting with your emotions and stuff, right? Some of you too, give me 1 second. So some of you too could have a passed on ancestor. I'm hearing Nona. So if you have a passed on, I don't use this term often. Is this I feel like this is grandma, Nona. Some of you have a passed on Nona who is here. She's there for you to support you in your journey. She's there for you to support you in your journey, and it's so beautiful. I feel like when ancestors come through, in my experience, in channeling mediumship, I feel like when ancestors come through, most of the time, it's really when we're going through those harder emotional times in our lives, in our journeys. And they'll come through in different ways. And it doesn't always have to be like that. Like, I've had my great-grandfather come through for me when I was like I'll cook dinner and I don't really use like a lot of spices at all. Like, I don't even like use butter anymore. I like literally steam broccoli, bake potatoes, boil broccoli, and I just don't put anything on it. My great-grandpa came through one time in the kitchen. He was like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "You gotta put like a little bit of salt and pepper on there or something." And I just like started laughing. I was like, "Okay, Grandpa." Like, I'll put salt and pepper on there. But it doesn't always have to be like heavy. It can be like light and uplifting. But I feel like for whomever this is, there's a Nona that's coming through for you, and she is she feels very much like kitchen, like she's always in the kitchen, she's always cooking. She's so sweet. She wears like this like apron that's like white and poofy. It goes down to her knees, and it's like a half apron and like a skirt and like kind of like a poofy, almost navy top. And then she comes in and she'll put her hand on your back and she'll really support you when you're going through something emotionally, and she wants you to know that she's there for you. And she is so like her heart for you. Like, if you want to ask her, talk with her, or even just share with her, to sit down with her and talk with her, like if you're going through something emotional, like she is so honored. She is so honored and so loving and so like just like loving that you would ask her that, and just know that she's there, and you're choosing, like it's up to you if you want to ask her that, and she's there for you. She's really, really there for you is what I'm getting. So, and for those of you too, you could also be developing more relationship with your guides just in general this month as well. And this literally comes through you. It's beautiful. It's like when we like focus on ourselves and really get authentic and let all the walls come down and we really become present with ourselves. It's like a very clear passageway of love in ourselves, and that love is the intuitive muscle that connects us to our loved ones and our guides, with a very pure perception of truth. And so 6 of Earth, breakthrough, is what I'm seeing for you in your heart, in your life, and you honing your energy and you honing who you are this month, okay? And look, you even got bottom of the deck, you got victory. So whatever it is that you may have to express this month, or you're looking to express, it's not as big as you think it is. It's just being true to yourself. It's just being in your heart and asking for support from your guides when you need to. Okay. Actually, this was devastating. So I have one more card to pull from this deck. It's not an oracle deck, it's just an icebreaker deck. You can feel free to use it as a journal prompt, or you can feel free to use this as a meditative card. So let's go. Virgo. Okay. If you really knew me, you would know that blank, 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 fill in the dot. So if you really knew me, you would know that ... This is good for your self-expression too, because it's going to allow you to connect, really connect to your inner core and how you see yourself and where you're going to grow into next, what you're going to allow to uncover for yourself. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm going to stop it there because my timer is about to go out, but on my phone, thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. You beautiful, lovely beings. I am sending so much love for you. So much love in my heart for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Keep on shining. If any of this resonated, leave it in the comments, and feel free to leave a like and a subscribe and a notification bell. and I will see you on the next video. Take care, Virgo. See ya.